The light color shit.
Just for those who can't see, because that'll just look like a blob to them.
True. Neptune vibes.
All the way.
Neptune vibes. What the fuck is up, y'all?
Oh my goodness.
Let's just do it. Let's do it. Because let me see. I'll be interested to see how you respond to this.
All right.
This is our fucking Mars timer. I'm gonna channel fucking Mars and Gemini retrograde for y'all right now. Fucking conjunct the moon opposite the sun. Just gonna straight up just do a little channeling. Mars is fucking done, y'all. Mars is done. Mars is fucking done as fuck. Square Neptune, right? This retrograde is so fucky. I mean, like, just it's not gonna. What did I write in my fucking notes? It's a mass delusion of values. Fucking everyone's getting pissed because everything's a fucking myth and everything's a fucking lie, and you're fucking wasting your time with motherfuckers that it's just not working. Square to Neptune, oh my god, it sucks. The retrograde square, like this is the one where it's like we know what's going on and it's just being thrown in our fucking faces, and we're like, when is this over? And it's over when Mars goes direct, and it's over when Mars gets out of shadow, which is like March of next year. I mean, it goes direct in mid-January. So like, I mean, just like this is just like a buckle up one. Like, just, we talked about it in the last video. Just like whatever's going on right now, like this is not a time to like get invested in some sort of big fucking dress up, make believe bullshit. Like the things that are happening now, just like explore it, have a little fun. It's the fucking sad shit. It's just have fun, and if you can, right, just enjoy it. Like, I mean, the Mars squared in Neptune and Neptune square this full moon is just like, it's just a fucking like illusion. It's like, and you're just like trotting through the illusion. It's like Mars yelling into the ocean. Like, it's part of a larger process.
Yeah, I would say so.
Yeah, like this is the time, like post eclipses, like just chill. Like if people are freaking out, like, I mean, honestly, fuck them. Like, honestly, like you might be getting into some interesting situations. It's just good to be in observer mode. Use that kind of Mars retrograde Gemini mind. It's like, I mean, try not to overreact to shit. Just like curse. I'm just all about that, like cursing a lot. Like the words are kind of meaningless right now. Like it's just like we're a lot of that like internal vocabulary and the way that we're aligning ourselves with power is changing, right? I mean, if you think of the Mars ruler Pluto, and then obviously the Pluto return for the US, and then Pluto going into Aquarius actually in March of next year, right? We talked about that, Pluto going into Aquarius, and Saturn will be in Pisces by then. So it's like, just, it's kind of just might be some stupid shit right now. And it just kind of sucks in the sense that it's like, I don't know, a lot of people are like, oh yeah, Jupiter, fucking Neptune conjunction, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, it's a bunch of fucking illusions, and it's a bunch of fucking, we're seeing more of them and a lot of them. And then Mars retrograde making contact. And then obviously we had the personal planets here squaring and making contact. It's just not like to me, it's not like a super great thing.
Yeah, the energies have been particularly tough, and I gotta say, trying to navigate it in such a way where that Mars retro isn't being more activated in any given situation is a delicate fucking talent that I'm not sure that I have fully passed.
This is a Mars retrograde in Gemini safe space, so we're cussing like sailors and getting pissed off at nothing. Screaming into the ocean.
Told you.
It's just like people are taking shit so fucking seriously, and like with Mars retrograde Gemini square Neptune and Pisces, you cannot take any of this shit seriously. It's like a big fucking joke, and it's hard not to laugh it in the face too. You know, it's like ha fucking ha. Like I see this for what it is, fucking big illusion. But like people are like, oh, this is so important. Blah 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 blah.
Yeah, people. I mean, it's so easy to just go react to something based off of your emotion and not realizing that in the instances of doing that now can have like severe repercussions later on, or like ripple effects that you didn't quite see because Neptune's like, ha ha ha, I'm putting a cloud in your face.
Stupid. Fucking stupid.
Neptune's a fucking dick right now, I swear.
Honestly, it's just like it's like pulling the mask off. Haha, you fucking idiot! You overreacted to the stupid bullshit. Haha. And then it's like Mars conjunct the moon opposite the sun. It's like it's that whole like we were talking about like the funhouse shit. It's like you just want to be like, oh, shut the fuck up. This is fucking stupid. Like fuck. Like
Yeah.
but like I don't know. That's the whole thing with the Mars timer. It's like ding, ding, ding. Mars is done, and it's gonna fucking jump out of the oven. It's like one of those like leprechauns that jumps out and it starts like cursing at you, or like a gnome or something. You know. It's like, honey, watch where you're going.
You leprechaun.
You fucking idiot.
That movie.
That's the vibe.
Oh fuck.
It's like stepping on your toes. It's like, you fucking idiot. Yeah, fucking get out of the fucking way. It just like marches out of the room. It's like stomping. Oh my god.
Yeah, this has been an interesting time to say the least. Yeah, and you know, I'm beginning to think that maybe it's just because I'm a little bit more hyped to the energies now and studying this, but I genuinely thought all of this shit was going to pass me by, and I'm looking back and I think that's hilarious. Like right up until it was on my doorstep, I'm like, yeah, I'm good, everything's good, and then it's like nuclear bomb goes off.
Fucking yeah, well.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, like we have the Saturn fucking Uranus square separating. We already talked about it. I don't know. It's just like there's no need to like bang the door down about that shit. It's just some petty shit right now, honestly. That's my take. It's like all this shit is fucking petty. And like once we get out of this fucking whole Sag thing, I think get a little more Capricorn energies, get some nice trine action going to fucking Pisces. Like where's that a trine? No, that's sextile. Yeah, I'm just of the opinion, right? Once we get Mars going direct here, like just fucking, it's just people are fucking around and some like I don't know. It's just let this shit go direct. It goes way back in, yeah.
Wow.
I think once we get to mid-January, we're gonna start to see some shit start to shake up a little bit. I mean, obviously, then Jupiter will be back in Aries for good. But I mean, for the next month, right? Like, I just chill, you know?
Yeah.
Maybe there'll be some interesting stuff that comes up. Like, take it at face value. I'm not thinking like any of this Mars retrograde stuff. Like, my advice would just be don't take it so seriously, but don't take it too seriously. Like, maybe don't laugh it in the face if it's some crazy motherfucker, but like, just laugh about it later, you know? Like, that's the vibe here. Like, honestly. Motherfuckers will just be kind of crazy on this shit. Like the square to Neptune retrograde, it's just like it's kind of like psycho energy, like just like annoying psycho.
Yeah, I would say yeah, tread lightly with anyone that you have to deal with, especially if they're not stable mentally right now, on a slightly more serious note. Because yeah, this is definitely that energy where someone's going to get caught up in their emotions, and you know, suddenly you're a headline in the newspaper, and we don't want that for none of y'all.
Yeah, great.
So
fucking doomsayer.
I'm just saying, you know, when people's emotions on edge, I mean, it's, you know, obviously staying true and real to yourself, but you want to actually make sure you're not getting yourself into a dangerous situation either. So
it's like the two sides of the coin with Mars retrograde conjunct the moon square Neptune. It's like there's people who get that it's absurd, and then there's people who don't get it's absurd, and they're taking it like so literally. And it's like you probably don't want to be interacting that much with the latter right now, because it's just like that's just gonna be just some fucking bullshit. Like ideally you just get with the people who are like, this is a fucking huge joke. Like it's cosmic joke energy right now, honestly, like cosmic game or cosmic jest or whatever. So just like sitting with that and being patient through the rest of this retrograde cycle, I think is going to be, we're just going to start to see in the spring, the energy is really going to open up in a big way. And I would just say again, like throughout this Mars retrograde, we're not really going to want to be like committing too seriously, I think, to anything, just to be totally honest. It's just like to see what's going on, see what it is, and like if you have people like hounding you to sign a contract or like hounding you to make it happen right now, like Mars retrograde in Gemini is like Mercury retro. We said this before, like Mercury retrograde on steroids, right? So like,
Yeah.
you just don't want to be doing any of this like language game shit with people that get serious. Like, it's a joke. So like the whole curse like a sailor thing, like the fucking leprechaun like stepping on your toes and cursing and shit. Like that's what it is. But like you don't want to like take that so seriously where it's like, this is my last chance at fame. Like, oh, I'm going to Hollywood and like I'm selling my house. Like fuck everything. Like, you know, like it's not really. I mean, you get what I mean in a metaphorical sense. Like it's not really time for that.
Yeah. This is a trickster in shadow.
Yeah, literally. I mean, it's literally, yeah. So once it breaks, right? Once we break into the out of shadow, Mars direct, into next spring, I'm gonna say you're gonna have a lot clearer of an orientation. Like Mars is just doing some inner work right now. It's like the inner masculine work. So like, I mean, just kind of have fun with it again. With all these planets in Sag right now, it's like have fun with it. Yeah, yes, Sun and Venus. We just lost Mercury to Capricorn. What a shame, but you know, whatever. Who the fuck cares? Fuck. No. See, there you go. Mark, I would just be saying shit. Yeah, just kind of have fun with it. Experiment. Do some cool shit. Don't overinvest. Don't take shit too seriously. Like I think that's the way to really use this energy in a positive way.
Yeah, like learning how to, and it's interesting, but sometimes like learning to laugh at yourself is one of those ways to reignite that inner fire, which is one thing that I feel like this Mars transit is doing for a lot of people. It's all about how you use that energy at the end of the day. So, you know, use it to make yourself laugh and outdo yourself and not try to outdo other people. That's going to be a waste of your energy to do that.
Yes. Oh, yes. Any sort of white knuckling, power tripping right now? No. No. Run the other way. No. We're not. No.
Asking for backfire.
Oh my God. That would be awful. I'm just thinking, no, do not. Go the other way. Have fun. Make silly shit, you know, like this is not the time for Mars to be on some sort of fucking wild religious crusade in search of like some sort of like, no.
Yeah. Yeah.
Laughing at yourself, totally. That's the Mars moon. Do some fun laughing shit.
Yeah, I mean it's the trickster in shadow, and it's like we've all got an inner trickster and we all have a shadow side. So go play with them.
Yeah.
Just make sure that's not fucking with anyone else because that will backfire.
I love your read. This is the fucking read. Everyone listen. Listen, people.
Like, you know, getting familiar with those aspects of yourself. I mean, even if you're trying to ignore it at this time, you're going to have a hard time doing that. If you're not going within, it will force you to go within because it'll come from outside of you. So that could just be getting pulled into some really stupid, just bullshit petty argument that literally has nothing to do with you. But there you are being stuck as a mediator because you're supposed to learn something that you're not taking the time to look into yourself to learn about. It's kind of weird how that happens, but this energy gives me a lot of that. The more you're trying to avoid these internal lessons, the more they're going to pop up outside of you to make you
lost in the maze. Do not get lost in the mass delusion of values. Fucking shit. This is the best astrology video that you'll ever hear. Fucking like and subscribe. Use your black card to buy everything that we have on sale. Do it.
Oh my God.
Do it or your life is meaningless.
Yeah. You know, what's interesting in this energy for me is like the tightening of budget, which is not something I would have expected from this transit at all, but like full on miser bitch right now. Like, no, I'm not fucking spending money on that. Get out my face.
Chill. I'm literally about to buy burgers and mac and cheese once we get off this call. So don't talk to me about any of that. I don't need to hear all this.
I didn't bring up food this time. That was you.
Look at this. Look at our North Node. Uranus. Everyone go buy food, but buy food from my brand, Newman's Own. We sell everything. Buy only Newman's Own stuff. It's not my brand. But anyways, mass delusion, everyone. Get involved. The only thing that's not delusional right now is like a fire burrito or like fire burgers, right?
Yes. That's
Fire
always
mac
good.
and cheese.
See, you started talking about food, and now I'm hungry. This is all on you.
This is the only thing we ever talk about. It's the only thing that matters. But what else is that we need to know here?
Oh, let's see here.
We already laid it out. For all you motherfuckers who are listening, we already laid it out on your other episodes. So
yeah, this is it. This is, I think, going to be a really interesting full moon, given what Mars is doing. So, yeah, like
I'm waiting for the shoe to drop here.
I know. Like, I don't even know, because I mean, for the longest time I was thinking, oh yeah, okay, so this is going to be really interesting to observe, but it's not going to fuck with me at all. And then it was like a smack in the face. Left field, totally wasn't expecting it. So I mean, I don't know.
This is what, that TV show Loki? That kind of reminds me of that, like the quantum trickster fuckery, like blah blah blah, going into Neptune, like fucking other dimensions. Blah, blah.
Loki's a perfect example for that.
Yeah, conjunct the moon. I don't know. Again, it's just like the energy is super clear with this. Like you could not be more like Mars conjunct the moon on a full moon, Sag Gemini axis, like square Neptune. It's pretty literal, you know. Like got the Venus square Jupiter. Definitely. I mean, like again, Venus in Sag, square Jupiter in its rulership, square Venus in its rulership. It's like the amplification of values, which is why, again, I said mass delusion of value and values, funneling meaning, power into totems, language, money, other, and like taking that shit so seriously, and then like being so dissatisfied and so lost in the cultural myth system of meaning making. It's like
a power tripping.
Yeah, it's like
almost at another level. I mean, if you look at the archetypes of both Sagittarius and Gemini, there's a reason why they're on opposite sides of the wheel, right? Even though they're in the same axis. And I almost wonder if, you know, the closer we get to this full moon, we're going to see more of that polarizing nature of the differences between these archetypes. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I'm forgetting when it was, but like remember when Mars was retrograde in Aries and we had the Gemini Sag axis activated by the nodes? Like,
yes,
it's giving me that. It's giving that. You know, like people are like, oh, power trip over information, like the right beliefs, blah, 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 blah. And then there's the people that are like white knuckling that. And then there's the people that are just laughing in the face of it, being like, this is literally the fucking stupidest thing. Like, humanity is so fucking stupid. Like, what are these motherfuckers doing? Like, you kind of want that eagle post Scorpio eclipse season eagle eye perspective here. Like, now that we had all the personal planets run through Sag, it's like you kind of want to have that integrated a little bit, because like with all the trickster shit, it's just like you just want to see it for what it is and laugh, you know? Like you don't want to be taking like the leprechaun that's like stomping on your toes and cursing for like some sort of like global oil magnate who's going to suck all the life and energy out of everyone and like laugh evil dictator style as his shadow looms over the world and the earth is destroyed. Like, I mean, it's kind of what's happening, but it's
I mean, at the end of the day, it is. And I've never understood this. You can't take any of that with you. Like none of it goes with you. So the focus is really on the wrong thing at the end of the day. If you want to stay rich and powerful, it's going to benefit you to try to make sure that the globe is healthy enough for as long as possible, so you can stay healthy enough as long as possible to do that. Like,
yeah, and just like you don't want to white knuckle that. Like people out here white knuckling about like the fucking obliteration of whatever fucking mythology of anything, like even the mythology of humanity. Like we just gotta kind of let it go right now. Like find it, right, as you were saying, just find it in you to laugh about this shit. Like just laugh about the human condition, laugh about like what's going on, like, or whatever you think is going on, because like honestly, you could be the smartest motherfucker in the world and you could think you had it all wrapped up and you have no fucking clue. You have no fucking clue what's going on. So like,
you're like, it ain't gonna hit me, and then it gets on your doorstep and bitch slaps you.
I'm
not talking from experience or anything.
I'm hearing some self implication here.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, it's the whole thing where it's like I got my perfect cosmology, like I know what's, and it's just like the whole ignorance thing. It's like people are like, I know exactly what's going on. Like, you're an idiot because you do this, and you're an idiot because, and then they're just like fighting, and it's like the whole fucking crusades, fucking blah, blah, blah. And it's just like, y'all just need to fucking learn how to fucking chill the fuck out and laugh about it.
Yeah.
Like, goddamn, like if we keep white knuckling the human experience, it's just like, it's just a fucking waste of time. See what's going on, see the fucking way that nature works, and just kind of lay back, because we have Mars retrograde in Gemini right now, and we just got to be chilling for a little bit. Just fucking chill.
Yeah.
Heal the mass, do some fun things with the masculine, do some fucking games with the masculine and see them as games, and just get through the retrograde and get to where we're stationed direct out of shadow in March. And we got fucking, this is going to be great. This is going to be a fucking fantastic time here. People, this is going to be a fantastic time here. Look at this. Mars is not necessarily super in Cancer, but it's out of retrograde shadow in Gemini, and all this fuckery is gone. And we're out of this fucking square. Look at this. We're applying to a trine with Neptune now. Look at this with Mars, right? Look at this. Mars is learning the lessons from the square with the fuckery. And we got Pluto in Aquarius. We got Saturn in Pisces. It's totally new paradigms. Saturn and Pisces, very, very spiritually attuned. We're expanding our boundaries. We're expanding our limits, right? We're going past the Aquarian into the Piscean, right? The zodiac, as we go through here, it expands, it's expansive. The universe is always expanding, right? We're expanding out of Aquarius, the idea of a global community, into Pisces, the realm of the spirit, right? This is the fucking I am that, right? This is the fucking mystical sage state, right? There's a lot of possibility here for Saturn and Pisces. And right, as any astute observers, right? Okay, I'm gonna ask you because it'll be funny. What do you notice here about every single fucking planet in this fucking chart?
One more time. My phone's blowing up. Go ahead. Again.
Oh, the phone's blowing up. Nice. Yeah, I was just gonna say, what do you notice about every single planet in the chart right now?
You mean other than the fact that it's all direct?
That's it.
They're all at the beginning of their signs, or most of them are. So like Pluto's at the very beginning, Saturn's at the very beginning.
Everyone take notes.
Mars.
You just said.
But yeah, everything's direct. So it's kind of like shaking up a globe continuously for these next several months, and then finally all the dust settles.
And we are a go.
in Cancer.
And we are a fucking go. I love this. I love this fucking, look at this grand trine here in water. South Node, Mars, Saturn. This is a fucking liftoff energy right here.
You know what else is kind of coming to me too? Is that if, like, looking at the fact that Mars is retrograde and then it goes right from its retrograde into Cancer, it's almost like, how do I say this? Masculine energy is finding a way how to re-identify itself.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Does that make sense?
Totally with it, because I mean, Cancer for me is like the ultimate personal feminine. I mean, it's the moon.
Agree.
I think right now what we're doing is some integrative masculine work. And I think it particularly has to do with the mind, right? Again, with Gemini, the integrative masculine work, Gemini retrograde. But then it's going to come into Cancer, and we're going to have a sort of moon identification with the masculine again, right? With the moon conjunct Mars on this full moon. What the fuck else is there here that needs to be said, right? Venus conjunct Uranus. I think this is really what we want to be looking at here, because this is where we're looking at the nodes, and the nodes are at this point coming back to, I'll run this back for motherfuckers here. The eclipse. Where is it? Right where we had the eclipse. The new moon eclipse, 4 degrees, right? So if I want to take it all the way back here, nodes are reactivating that eclipse point. And it's interesting we started these videos when we did with that Aries full moon, because this has just been a whole bit of a process. And I want to say we're really kind of springing out of that process here into a sort of new paradigm. Obviously Pluto, Aquarius, Saturn, Pisces.
Yeah. It's going to be interesting how it actually like plays out, because I do kind of see it in the terms of we're shaking a globe.
Yeah, I like that.
Full of glitter or whatever, and just continuously shaking. Where's everything gonna settle? And granted, we've got that grand trine once, Mars is fully out of shadow, but it doesn't necessarily mean that the chaos that has ensued prior to that, it's not going to be like flipping on the light switch.
No. Yeah.
But I do think the grand trine is going to go a long way into sort of smoothing out those waters, if it makes sense.
I'll give you the Gemini Mars polemic right now. There's two paths. One is white knuckling this shit for the next couple of months. Don't do it. Don't take this shit seriously. Like, I'm sorry, like just any of the shit that's happening right now with the retrograde, and even when Mars is direct in shadow, do not take it seriously. It's a fucking joke.
Yeah.
Let it go. Have fun. Laugh about it. Do some fun shit. Test the waters. Sag sun. Whatever. Fucking blah, blah, blah. Do that. Do not white knuckle this shit for the next couple of months. Like, just don't. It's not worth it. Whatever happens, it's just going to be some fucking transient shit because we're going to get to March and it's going to be some different shit.
Yeah. Yeah, I think investing your time and energy in these lesser important things that you really should be laughing about could I don't know. I feel like there's going to be ripple effects to that, so just don't engage. Don't engage in the bullshit.
Yeah, and I mean, if you want to think about it just in terms of natural cycles, like just fucking hibernate right now. Like Mars retrograde in Gemini during the winter in our fucking hemisphere, just fucking hibernate. Like,
yeah.
I mean, honestly, like hibernate, play some fucking board games or whatever, like blah, 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 watch some TV, just like.
No, fuck that. Go play Assassin's Creed or play Fable.
Damn. Yeah, don't do Assassin's Creed IRL, people.
Yeah, not real life.
See, guys, this is Mars retrograde Gemini. Play Assassin's Creed, the video game. Don't do Assassin's Creed IRL. There you go. We could have done the video in 5 seconds.
This is true. Okay.
Do you want to do cards, or I mean, that's it. We could just bullshit and waste people's time for another however long, but
Yeah, I'm not gonna pull cards for this one because I don't think they're gonna really say anything different. So I guess that's it, guys. We'll see you next time.
Peace.